All right, Takeo Spikes here at SEC Media Days. Of course, proud Auburn alum. Just talk about your connection with that school, what Auburn means to you, War Eagle, everything about it.
Yeah, it's look that it was my choice coming out of high school, and I'm kind of mad that we didn't have NIL deals back then. Felt like I would have had a couple of dollars in my pocket, but nah, man, the Auburn people were great. The environment, the situation when I decided to go there back then with Terry Bowden and Wayne Hall, the tradition. That's what it's all about. And I had a pretty good career at Auburn, and even now, I was so happy to see, and I think it was the Texas A&M game last year when Cadillac was there and the stadium was just going crazy, right? And it was almost as if we won a national championship. I would say a SEC championship, but that goes to show you the authenticity of what Auburn is, the people, how they buy into much more. They're not fair weather fans. They're behind the players. They're behind all of the athletes.
Talk about like why the SEC is so special, not just from the championships and competition, but the game day atmospheres, and why college football is so important in the South.
College football is a religion. You know, I truly believe that. And now, when you look at how the SEC is dominating across the board in different sports, like if you're a true athlete and you like to compete, why wouldn't you have your daughter or your son come into this conference? Period. Because it's bigger. Like, of course, yeah, we do want to win and we want to have all the bragging rights. But ultimately, at the end of the day, the thing that I think the SEC Conference of Sport brings to the table, it teaches all of your kids everything within a month time period that you try to instill in them from 0 to 18. Discipline, great attitude, work ethic, being authentic, right? All of the little intangibles, the adjectives that you describe that it takes to be a great person or a player, that's what the SEC brings to all of the kids.
Takeo, we could never forget your appearance in the documentary Roll Tide, War Eagle. War F and Eagle, we'll never forget that. Talk about what that rivalry means to you today, what it meant to you as a player, and is it the best rivalry in all of sports?
It's definitely one of the better college rivalries in the sport. And the thing that I remember going through, I didn't know the magnitude of it when I first got there. Me being from Georgia, I looked at the Georgia game as, oh, this is big. But I remember the week of the game on Monday, I started seeing RVs coming apart on campus. And I was like, why are these RVs coming here? It's the Iron Bowl week, son. You need to be acclimated. And so that's how important it is to the state of Alabama. I tell guys who just don't get it, if the state of Alabama had an opportunity to get a professional team in the state, they would say, no, how dare you approach us with that? We want either your Auburn or your Alabama. And that's what the rivalry is all about.